As you embark on your trading journey, remember that the best traders have no ego. Be humble, learn, and get better. Hello everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Osiris, and today's strategy we're going to be focusing on the 1 hour DLT crypto chart using the RSI oscillator. So for today's strategy, we're going to be focusing on the RSI oscillator. As you can see down here, here's what the RSI oscillator looks like. It's basically just one line oscillating back and forth between two bands. Now normally we have a top band set at 70 and a bottom band set at 30. Just right at 30. For this strategy, we're going to be moving the bottom band to 34. As you can see here, the RSI level is at 34. What I mean by that is if I bring up the RSI indicator, relative strength index right there, you're going to see this band down here is set at 30 right there. And all we're going to do is we're going to move that just a little bit up to 34. So it looks like that. And that's what this upper indicator here is. So all we're going to do for this strategy is it's very simple. All we're doing is every single time that this green line comes back into the shaded area is when we're going to take a long position. So for example, here it just barely went out and then it came back in, and that's why there's a long position there. Come over here, let's kind of scroll down over here and do a few trades. Here we went down below the shaded area, and as soon as it closed right back above it into the shaded area, we have a long position right there. Okay, and then you can see that going through all the way back. Now let's take a look at the results and see how we did. If we click down here on strategy tester, you can see that we had total 380 trades and we had a net profit of 114.03%. As you can see down here, we did have a lot of peaks and valleys, but one thing that's very interesting about this strategy is if you look at the buy and hold equity down here, which is this white line that comes right below the blue shaded area, if I click on it, it disappears, and click on it again, it reappears. So what this means, what this white line is it's the buy and hold equity, which means if you would have bought here, this is how much money you would have. You would actually have lost quite a bit. Whereas if you were trading this strategy, you would be up 114.03%. Really excited about today's video. Now anyone can trade like a top trader. Join the Signal group by clicking the link in the description. These are real-time alerts that tell you exactly when to buy and when to sell. Alright, so let's go over the strategy real quick again. We're using the RSI oscillator, and all we're doing is as soon as the RSI comes into the shaded area, we're taking a long position, comes into the shaded area there, we're taking a long position, comes into the shaded area right there, and we take a long position right there. Once again, the final outcome of the strategy was 114.03% compared to the buy and hold equity, which was way low. And once again, we'll go through exactly what the buy and hold equity was. So let's break down exactly what you can do to start trading this today. So the first thing you're going to do, come up here, type in relative strength index, which is right there, and bust that out. You come in here into the settings, and you're going to want to make sure that your lower band is set at 34. Oh, one more thing. We actually also have our input here. Instead of 14, we're going to change that to 13. So those are the two changes. The length is set at 13 and the lower band is set at 34. And every single time that the RSI comes above into the shaded area, it crosses that lower band, take a buy position. Now let's talk about our stop loss and our take profit. Come up here and look at the inputs. Once again, the length is at 13, the RSI level is at 34. So what you want to do for your stop loss, set it at 4%, and your take profit, set it at 4%. That means that every single time you can set an alert for whenever the RSI crosses over this band, and as soon as you get that alert, make sure you take a 4% stop loss from there. If the price moves down 4%, you get out. And if it goes above 4%, you take your profit, don't let it run. And the reason why I say don't let it run is because you can start seeing all of these little different areas, like right there, all these areas like right there, where you would have taken your profit. And if you don't take your profit, sure, it keeps running, but now you have an opportunity to rebuy lower and once again, take your profit at 4%. Let me get out of this RSI strategy here, and let's kind of dive into a little bit deeper into the strategy itself. So once again, like I said, we have 380 closed trades, which is quite a bit of trades, right? This is a lot of good data. This is really telling us over the last 4 years, there's been 380 trades. And out of those 380 trades, we have been profitable 52.89% of the time. Once again, 52.89% doesn't seem like that much. It's only 2.89% higher than just having a break-even strategy. But the beauty of this chart is, let's actually go into performance summary right now. Buy and hold return, you're down 92.89%. What that means is that if DLT ever turns around, if DLT starts to go up even a little bit, this strategy is going to blow up right with it. So I'm not saying buy and hold DLT. I'm not saying just buy DLT and let's hope it goes up. No, that's not what we're doing. Remember, hope is never a strategy. What we're doing is we have a strategy that works with DLT. We have a strategy that's actually making us money, making us profit already. even with the price going down, even with DLT being down 92%. But now if this guy starts turning up this way, you can rest assured that this is all of a sudden going to start blowing up even more along with it. Now this strategy is going to be a little bit more high risk. Actually, it's quite a bit more high risk than most strategies for a couple reasons. First of all, this keeps going down, right? So we don't know if DLT is going to turn around. Now DLT may never turn around. We don't know. It's definitely a good idea to keep a look at it. Take a look at it. If it starts turning around, then this strategy is the one you want to employ right away. The other thing we want to really be very wary of is the max drawdown. The max drawdown for this strategy is 51.71%, which is quite a bit. It looks like most of that drawdown was down here, but you never know. You still have some pretty big drawdowns over here close to the end of the strategy, so you want to be very careful of that. One thing that I really do like about the strategy is that we're only in the trade on average of 12 bars. Since this is a 1 hour chart, that means that we're only in the trade around 12 hours. So you're very rarely going to be in the trade for more than a day, which is good for all you swing traders out there. Personally, I prefer to be in and out as quick as possible because I don't like having your trading funds tied into any one particular trade. So the lower this number is, the better for me personally. Now, because we are waiting for the RSI to cross back over into the shaded area, that means that this by definition is a mean reversal strategy. We're actually waiting for the strategy that came down to come back up and reverse to the mean. And because the RSI is a lagging indicator, we're actually going to get in there after the price has already started moving. Hence, it's going to be a mean reversal strategy.